back to another episode of OGP's DVDs and Movie Reviews. I am your host, the OGP. Today, we're going to talk about a few different things. I got some movies, we're going to review those, and I got a new gigantic wall, or as I like to call it, the Great Wall of Entertainment behind me here. I moved a lot of video games and movies all onto one wall. Thought it's kind of cool looking back there. And give you guys an update on my movie and where that stands and when you can expect to be able to grab yourself a copy. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so up here on top we've got a bunch of Sega Genesis games running all the way across here. They kind of stop right there. We move into some GameCube games going across there. Got some DS cases I didn't really have a spot for. They're kind of sitting there for now. But down here, you go into the PS2 games. And from here, all the way down to the floor, boom, PS2 games galore. Oh yeah. Say what's up to my man Willie. Jace over here. We got Jack's got my little lamp so I can see at my desk right here. We got the new desk going on. So I see you doing a little editing stuff over there. But yeah, if you got Jack's over here, kill this light. If you got Jack's over here, you gotta have Clay, right? Yeah. And say hello to Napoleon.
I caught you a delicious bath. This is pretty much the worst video ever made.
It probably is. I think you nailed that one. But anyways, yeah, we got some dusting off to do. He's a little dusty, and I got to hit it with some Goo Gone here and get that off. If you guys, if you don't know yet, Goo Gone will take all this crud off your DVD cases or video game cases really, really quickly and easily, and it smells yummy too. So, anyways, there's the PS2 games, and moving on over here, say hello to Sheldon Cooper. And some loose Genesis cartridges here. I gotta check out, we get the Beavis and Butthead game, some Metalhead, we got some 32X games mixed in here. The all-time great Street Fighter. Check out the Grand Wizard back here. Oh yeah. And then we got a few NES games up here. And the reason is they just didn't fit with the rest of these guys here. Bunch of NES games. And my man Steve Souza, aka Jake Steed, the pimp player hustler from Pomona. Then if you guys don't know, oh, we're falling out. If you guys don't know, you better recognize, man. My man is cool as hell. He's hooked it up a couple times. We just took a little trip out to Vegas and bought some fireworks and stuff. It was pretty badass. We got Keith Courage. This is in fact my first TurboGrafx game. I don't own a TurboGrafx yet, but man, he's like pushing me to get one here. I gotta say hello to R2. Down here we got the Amiibos. I never really got too into buying the Amiibos. I just got a couple of them. We got this one and that one. Boom, and that's it. Gotta love Sonic the Hedgehog, right? Oh, and check that out. What's this in the background? We got some movies going on here. This is kind of like the action movie shelf here. Check out The Departed. I got a bunch of these. These are like where it says for your consideration. These like screener copies. Got a bunch of those kind of movies. Gotta have Machete. A bunch of other those, like action type movies. Down here we got the random stuff. A lot of comedies. Some of the like Disney movies and things that the kids or the wife may be into. But also we got some Jackass and good old Cannonball Run, Man with Two Brains, classic movies right there. Gotta have the Goonies, Carrot Top that my man Fluffy Gamer had hooked up to me a while back, and just all kinds of other like random stuff. Last Airbender over here, and then moving on down here, look at this. Oh, I've got these. I don't know what they're doing down here, but we got some VHS cassettes down here. Check this out. Some old school like horror VHS cassettes that maybe I'll go through. Of course we got the Goonies and the Nightmare Before Christmas. Can't get rid of those. And my Robotech VHS collection. Check this out. Got the Trailer Park Boys box set right here, and some other classics. Look at that, Blood Cult. Blood Cult, real horror fans know what's up right there. Oh, look at this. Look at this. David Sterling Presents Camp Blood right there. So, anyways, some VHS cassettes down there. And back all the way up to the top of this shelf here, right below those Segas, we got my horror collection right here. And, you know, a lot of you guys have these gigantic horror collections. You know, like Mr. Chauncey Phillips Cool Dude, or his whole room is filled with like horror movies. I just don't have the space for it, and I haven't been really collecting movies all that long, so I have a limited collection here, but I do have some really cool stuff here. We got Dead or Alive, which I did a review on a while back. Very, very funny movie. We got Manhunter, which this is where we're introduced to Hannibal Lecter. It's you know, before Silence of the Lambs, but you know, it's basically like the same story. But anyways, you know, same as you know, other Hannibal Lecter stories. It's all redone, but called something else. But pretty cool to have that. And then, you know, we got a little David Sterling collection here. A bunch of the Sterling Entertainment movies. Oh, look at this. We got Beware of the Blob. Darkness Falls, trumped. Hillary Clinton knows all about that. She got trumped. But anyways, Psycho Killer right here. Check this out. It's a pretty badass looking movie. So anyways, that's all the horror movies right there. Over here, got some more DS cases, and then just a few Blu-rays. I haven't got really into collecting Blu-rays. They're just, you know, still so expensive. I like buying the DVDs and stuff I can get on the cheap still. Over here we got the Shield collection. This is a friend of mine actually left this here years ago, so I guess I own it now. I don't know, but we got the Shield here, which I have not watched yet. I need to. And then we got the Reservoir Dogs collectors, the little flask looking case there. That's pretty cool. And some more Robotech, Sopranos, and some other of my personal favorites here. And then moving down here, we got the Wii games. Never really bought too many Wii games. I did, most of this collection here came from discounts or sales at GameStop. They were actually selling them really cheap. There's some, you see I got, well, that's his, yeah, so I must have got this Goodwill. It's a Goodwill tag. I thought this said book off, but no, it's a Goodwill tag. But anyways, most of those were bought on discount and clearance over there at the good old GameStop. And then moving down here, let's see, it's 93 degrees outside, which I don't know if I buy that. Maybe it's 93 degrees in the shade with the wind blowing. But today the high was supposed to be like well over 100. And it should say it on here somewhere, I thought. I don't know, I don't know how to read this thing. But anyways, it says it's 93 right now. And it's pretty toasty, so I believe it. Easily 93. So I'm looking back here. We got, you know, the good old Super Nintendo games. Got to get my Goo Gun out, don't I? Sure do. Got to get the Goo Gun going. And Spock over here. Check that out. Some more games. You guys getting bored yet? I hope not. But anyways, say hello to Mario. This little badge we got here. We took the tour JPL. That's NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. I did a video on that. It was really badass. One of the coolest places I've ever been in my life. You could take a tour of that. It's over near Pasadena, California, just outside LA. Really, you know, what people consider LA. It's right there. But anyways, that's where they control like the Mars rover and you know, all the unmanned space missions. Anything that goes into space that's unmanned, that is where the command center is. They don't command it out of Houston like the manned stuff. So that was a very cool tour, and something, if you guys ever get a chance, I recommend you do. But there is like a 6-month waiting list. We did have to wait a long time to get in there. Down here we got the Pissones, the PS1 games. Quite a few of them in here now. I'm not going to go through all of them. I just don't want this to get too boring. And then we got some Xbox games down there. So that is the Great Wall of Entertainment here. All right, well, let's take a look at these movies that I've got here. Well, one of them's got some movies, the others are different, but we'll talk about that. The first one here, it says Hammer, an exclusive media company, feature film set. So Hammer must be just the movie company. This is a 3-pack, 3 movies in one case. We've got Dracula, Prince of Darkness, and we've got The Legend of the 7 Golden Vampires, and Frankenstein Created Woman, and here on the bottom. It was still sealed, and the story behind this is there's a store right behind the Van Buren swap meet, and it's funny because it was called something like Water Heater Warehouse or something, but I guess they used to just sell home appliances, and they moved into like purchasing storage lockers like they do in Storage Wars, and they also like bid on trailers that stores like Target or Walmart pile a bunch of returns in and auction off. My guess is this came from one of those type situations and found its way there. The place is pretty cool. I grabbed this. It was $2. You know, 3 movies, less than 75 cents a piece. Kind of hard to beat that. So, and it was still sealed, so I know the disc is going to be in good shape. I was also at a Savers over there, just down the street from the Van Buren swap meet, and I saw these, and I am a huge fan of the Rat Pack. I love everything Dean Martin, Frank Sinatra, Sammy Davis, Peter Lawford, like all those guys. Everything that those guys did was great. It was just great. Music-wise, comedy-wise, movies, you know, everybody knows Ocean's 11 with Brad Pitt, George Clooney, but you know Ocean's 11 was originally done back, I think it was in the 60s with Sinatra and Sammy Davis and Dean Martin. Yeah, oh, and that was a good one. It was cool. I think they robbed the Sahara back then, and you know, like back then that was like one of the cool hotels in Vegas. Not so much anymore. In fact, it doesn't even exist anymore. But you know, it's a different story. The Dean Martin variety show is kind of cool for those of you guys that, you know, for everybody familiar with the Comedy Central roast of this person or that person, you know, Bieber and whatever that Kardashian joke or whatever. I think they gave. But anyways, they do a bunch of those. Well, I don't know if Dean Martin was the first one ever doing, but Dean Martin had celebrity roasts way back in the day. I've heard about these shows. I've seen ads for them on TV where you could buy probably these, but you know, it's like I'm not gonna buy any of that stuff. You know, I'll either watch it when it's on TV or I'll find it for cheap. But I think I paid $2 a piece for them. I was like, dude, I gotta grab them. So, anyways, here's the cool thing about them is, you know, it's a Dean Martin. It says the very best of the Dean Martin variety show. But on here, this particular disc, he has as guests Don Rickles, Tony Bennett, Florence Henderson, Peter Sellers, Jonathan Winters, Bob Newhart, and Jimmy Stewart. Like, wow. I mean, that's like, you go back to the 70s, and that's like a list right there. I don't know if there was more than 4 volumes or not, but I got here, this says volume 2, 3, and 4, and then this one is special edition. So maybe this was like a bonus, like 5th one or something. I don't know, but anyways, I got 4 here, and that's like a lot of entertainment. I don't know exactly how long they are. I haven't watched them yet, but I definitely will be watching them really soon. I just love these guys. And so that's what I picked up lately. Not too much. I have been really, really busy in my free time. I got a job and a life and a wife and a family and kids and all that stuff, so I don't get to spend every, you know, free minute like some other YouTubers out there, you know, hunting for stuff and dedicating my life to it. I got a lot of things going on, so, you know, not to make any excuses here, but what free time I have had, I've been dedicating a lot of that to this movie, you know, over the past almost year now. And well, I'll tell you what, since we had our very, very, very first meeting about the movie, has been a year. It's been over a year now. But from getting, basically, the story is an original story that I came up with, based on this clown motel out in the middle of the Nevada desert. And from getting the idea of the story to getting it written to getting a crew together to make the movie, to holding a casting call, to getting it cast, like real legit actors, not just, you know, buddies, but real legit actors that are frankly amazing, and to going out and shooting the movie and getting all that done, coming back to California, shooting a little bit more, and then now dealing with post-production and working on trying to get this movie released where it can really, hopefully, but it can really have an opportunity to have a lot of people see it, and that's what we're aiming for right now. So that's where we're at with that. We're at this point. So we're working on final touches. Recently, I had the privilege of watching the full version of the movie, which was at first an hour and 45 minutes, and between Tom Newth and myself watching it, we agreed that we need to trim 15-20 minutes off that, and he's actually working on that. And here's what we kind of decided after we shot it. He wanted to edit a version, and I wanted to edit a version. So we both been working on that on our own separate ways, and I got to tell you, that dude is good. Tom's version is pretty good, and Fluffy Gamer got to see it with us, and he had some ideas and visions that added a little bit to the movie that I didn't think of, that made it really cool. So hoping that his version, his trimmed down version a little bit, is ready to go very soon, and maybe we'll start showing it to some people to try and get it distributed properly. So that's where we're at there. So please be patient, and don't lose hope. I know I've had some people come at me and say, "Oh, movie shouldn't take this long." Well, if you look at shot on video movies, low budget horror movies, yeah, we could have ran out there, we could have shot it, we could have come home, edited it together, and thrown it out there in just a few months, and then it may or may not have ever made its way to a lot of your shelves or anywhere else for that matter. And that's just not something that we envision with this movie. It's just gonna be too good. That's the bottom line. For my first movie, I got really lucky because the people that helped me have had a lot of experience with movies, and so with the effort, with the work, the amount of money and everything invested in this movie, it's something that we really want to make sure that we're dotting I's, crossing T's, and it gets distributed the best way that it can. So that's where we're at with that. So just stand by, give it a little more time. Hopefully I'll be making some more of these videos, and you guys will get the full updates as they come. So that's where we're at with that. And for now, that's about all I've got to say here. And I was kind of thinking, I don't know, you guys up for a ride? You guys want to go take a little ride? I might go check out a couple stores. There's a video, like a used video place that I've been to a couple times a while back. Maybe go walk around there. I think I'm going to go do that now. Anybody that was just basically here for the update on the movie, if you guys are exiting out of the video now, thanks for watching. For the rest of you, thanks for sticking around. You guys, the big homies, let's go take a ride. All right, so here we are at the Superstar Video in Hemet, California. I've been here a few times and bought a few things. It's hit or miss here. There's a bunch of these Superstar videos around Southern California. Most of them suck balls. That's the bottom line. But I have had some luck here, so let's go check it out. Inside there. guys, so we just walked out of the store, and the guy was kind of looking at me funny, so I didn't really record walking in or out, but you guys saw what I was looking at in there. And I picked up 10. They were 1 for $2.99 each, or 5 for 10, so I spent 20 bucks in there. But what I was looking at was trying to find stuff that wasn't like you know, huge companies. Like you see, that's Anchor Bay, you know, that's you know, not a huge movie company. This is, I don't know, but anyways, 10 movies. We'll take a look at them when we get home, but for now, the sun is setting, man. It's time to ride. Alright, well, let's take a look at these movies and crack a cold one, shall we? Sam Adams, I Do Love Me. An ice cold Samuel Adams Boston Lager. Represent. That's what I'm talking. Hold on, let me pose for a thumbnail right here. Hold on, let me get a movie first. Whatever movie I pull out on top, boom. Thumbnail. Oh yeah. Hold on, it looks hard. Try to look hard. How's that? Is that a good thumbnail? How about if I stick that up there? Yeah, that's how we do thumbnails. You guys don't know? You try and get the glare off what you're holding. Get a good pose. Make a nice smile. Cheese. Boom, you're done. Samuel Adams Boston Lager. That's what I'm talking about. Bam! Here we go. All right. Another sip of the beer. That was a task. Let me put this over right over there. You can see it. Oh, let me move the camera a little bit. That's a no-no. You don't move the camera while you're recording. I just did though. I broke some laws. All right. So in that store over there, Superstar Video, they were $2.99 a piece or 5 for 10. So there was a lot in there. And I ended up buying 10, so I spent 20 bucks. But check it out. I kind of bought these blind. I don't know anything about them. A couple of the movie companies I've heard of, a couple of them I haven't. But I thought, you know what? I'm going to buy some movies. You guys can tell me about them. So make sure, write some comments down below as I'm going through these or afterwards or whatever. But let me know if I bought a bad movie, if I bought a good movie, if I bought a rare, probably not. But whatever you think about them, oh yeah, baby. Let me know what you think. So let's start with this one. The Disappearance of Alice Creed. And I'll tell you why I bought this. Because that guy right there, hey guy. Hey guy, speaking of Boston, that guy plays, he's Ray Donovan's brother in the TV show Ray Donovan. So that's pretty much why I got this. Disappearance of Alice Creed. Man, I'm having a hard time reading. I gotta fix some light. Like I'm getting blinded over here. But it says 2 masked men sees Alice Creed, the daughter of a millionaire, and take her to abandoned soundproof apartment where they bind and gag her. My fault. The coldly efficient kidnapper and his accomplice worked out a meticulous plan, but Alice is not going to play the perfect victim or go down without a fight. Good for Alice. Good for Alice. So I'm going to check it out. Now these movies were rentals, but you know, they're all in pretty good shape. I looked at them at the counter before I walked out to make sure. Because if they weren't, I was going to go grab another one and put one back. But they all look like they're in pretty good shape, so I don't want to bother, like, look at the back of the CD, it's in good shape. We don't need to do all that. The second movie I bought, just because this one kind of looks pretty cool, is Devil's Harvest. Devil's Harvest. Look at that. Chick being, like, unzipped, got the little anarchy thing going on there, or whatever the hell that thing is. I don't know, man. Velocity Home Entertainment is the movie company. It seems innocent enough when young artist Daniel King is invited by his childhood friend Natasha to stay at her house in the coastal village where the two of them grew up. Daniel readily accepts, unprepared for the evil that awaits him in this town where legends tell of a demon who reaps the souls of the guilty. So, and it goes on and on and on, but I'm not going to sit here and read the whole thing to you. But that looks pretty cool. Yeah. One thing I was looking for, honestly, was low-budget cheese. Low-budget cheese. It's hard to find low-budget cheese in actual movie stores. Thrift stores, you don't know what you're going to find. All kinds of stuff. Swap meets, or off-the-wall movie stores. Like Cinestalker would go to that Kensington Video. A little different from these, because this is like a chain, and they still do rentals and stuff and everything, so a little bit different. But hey, you know what, I found 10 that I thought, you know what, hey, it'd be worth, popping in for a watch here. And then we got Spoon River, the ghost of Spoon River. My fault, the ghost of Spoon River. Check it out. It's like a skull up there and some like red water like drips going in there. Ooh, so scary. This says farmer Jesse Henson is drawn into a harrowing trap after he becomes the FBI's prime suspect in the heinous murder of a local game warden. Well, boom, boom. People getting killed, people wrongly accused is what it sounds like. Movie company, Artist View Entertainment. It is what it is. Again, let me know. Let me know. This one here is actually a Miramax movie, but it looked like total cheese, and so I thought I would get it. You got obviously the guy looking through the keyhole here at the chicken there, but yeah, this is With a Friend Like Harry. Who needs enemies? Let's see here. With a Friend Like Harry is highly suspenseful psychological thriller about a family vacation that takes an unexpectedly wicked turn. Bum bum bum. And there's creepy ass dude who looks like he needs to wash his hair. So, With a Friend Like Harry, who needs enemies? I don't know. And then I picked this one up. David Hayes in Backwoods. Backwoods. This looks low budget as all hell. Look at the pictures in the back. Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. This is some low budget stuff right here. When Luther, played by David Hayes, sees that his mama has been senselessly slaughtered by partying teens, what is a boy to do? Who knows? When you are a 300-pound transvestite redneck ex-genius, it means only one thing. A killing spree of completely average proportions. This is going to be badass. Are you kidding me? Just reading that's awesome. That's the first one I'm watching. That goes to the top of the pile. That's freaking awesome. Backwoods. Okay, then we got the Zombie Farm. Zombie Farm. Here death is your best chance. That's a shitty situation when death is your best chance. Zombie Farm. Part zombie, part voodoo. Desperate to end her husband's domestic abuse, a young woman seeks asylum from a local voodoo priestess. Ooh, the local voodoo priestess is going to hook this woman up because her husband beating her ass. Not cool. Not cool. Okay. Frightmare. We got Frightmare going on. Hide and seek. Look behind you, it says. Look behind you. Look at the back of this box. This is what we're going to do. A group of Sugar Hill High School seniors put on a haunted house to raise money for their senior trip. But when a young girl is savagely murdered and 2 more teenagers are brutally killed, the hunt is on for a deadly serial killer, and the haunted house is shut down. Everybody's Halloween's fucking ruined. Shit. Just because somebody gets hacked up, damn it. It's bullshit. And we got Mercy right here. Mercy. Mercy, mercy me. After serving 25 years for committing a mysterious and violent crime, John is released from prison. Unfortunately, the first human contact he has is with the maniacal parole officer. John's later experience with a condescending new landlord isn't so great either. And together, these encounters effectively establish the bleak and miserable tone that seems to characterize his life on the outside. Yeah, there it is. That chick, she don't look like she's having a good day right there. And now, dude, there's something going on. There's something going on. All right, we got 2 more. Haunting. Ooh, my fault. My fault. That says hunting humans. Hunting humans. A serial killer is being stalked by a serial killer. Kind of sounds like Dexter Morgan. Let's see. 2 serial killers, 1 city. Pray you're not next. Ooh, yeah. It's open season on the unsuspecting in this chilling slice of death. This is so Dexter Morgan. Slice of Death. Remember his boat was Slice of Life? Portrait of pathological bloodlust. Eric Blue is charming, handsome, deadly, a serial killer who studies the patterns of victims undetected until their violent demise. But one night Eric finds his target already brutally slaughtered by another hunter of humankind. My fault. Along with the twisted invitation to survive his own predatory sport. This is, dude, this, when was this made? 2003, so, that's around the time Dexter started, but this might not have been a rip-off of Dexter. Might not have been. But somebody probably read the book. You know, Dexter was books before it was a TV show. Maybe they ripped the idea off the books. Anyways, finally, I picked up Dark Secrets. Dark Secrets with some people in it. Ben Shockley, Gary Daniels. And it says, okay, here you go. Check it out on the back. That's like a little girl. She don't look like she's having a good day. Like, got her nightgown on there. Sometimes it's the little things that scare you. When the daughter of top celebrity couple Daryl and Lori Van Dyke disappears, Detectives Farrell and Radcliffe are assigned to the high-profile case. It looks like the work of the same serial kidnapper and murderer who has struck twice before, but all is not as it seems. It's not as it seems, because there are some dark secrets. That's it. That's it. That's it. Ooh. And with that swig of beer from good old Sammy Adams of Boston Lager, that will end this episode of OGP's DVDs. It's kind of a long one, but I had to get caught up. I had to get caught up with a lot of things. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. You can see it's kind of like dark around me now because it's like night, so I got a light over there. So anyways, like this has gone on for a while now. So we got to wrap it up. We got to edit. We got to put it out so you guys can watch it and know what's going on. Anyways, thank you for watching. Again, I think I already said that, but we'll cover it again just in case. And third time's a charm. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more updates on the movie and whatever's going on in my personal life. And you guys have a good one until then. And being that I'm like ripping off a bunch of my friends' ideas, make sure you check out Cinestalker, Cool Duder, and Wet Movie 1, and for that matter, Fluffy Gamer, even though he's like just pretty much doing games. And this is like more of a DVD movie related video. So with that being said, I bid you a do. I got to go poo. See you later. Bye.
Ah!